COVID-19 has forced us to change the way we live, work, and go to school. When the pandemic first struck, much of the country had to shut down, including many branches of government, businesses, and even the border. Canada has seen the number of cases continue to drop, and we continue to make good progress. But there's another group of heroes that many people remain unaware of. Even though Canada is recognized as a world leader in resettlement, our own history has sadly been tainted by injustices that have been visited upon those seeking safe harbor in Canada. We must always reflect on these lessons of history and ask ourselves, can we do better? Today offers us such an opportunity, for we are here to acknowledge an exceptional group of asylum seekers, many of whom live right here in Montreal.
These people are themselves vulnerable because of their past, but they were ready to put their own health and safety in peril in order to save the lives of others. These are the people who showed up hour after hour, day after day, month after month, in order to work in hospitals and the long-term care homes and retirement homes, which is where COVID-19 hit and struck most grievously. And it is these people who supported and sustained our healthcare workers and chose of contributing by helping the elderly, the sick, and those fighting for their lives since the beginning of the pandemic.
They put themselves at risk, and we are grateful for their service, for their sacrifice, and for their instinct to put the needs of community ahead of all else. I know we will remember their courage and compassion for years to come. As these individuals face an uncertain future in Canada, the current circumstances merit exceptional measures in recognition of their exceptional service during the pandemic. So today, we are introducing a one-time measure that will provide a specific pathway to permanent residence for asylum claimants working in Canada's healthcare sector in recognition of their exceptional contribution during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our asylum claimants, including failed claimants and those with pending claims working in the healthcare sector, and their family members who are living in Canada. In addition, in order to be eligible, individuals must have claimed asylum before March 13, 2020, must have been issued a work permit after they made a claim for asylum, must have worked in a designated occupation in healthcare, must have worked in a designated occupation for no less than 120 hours between March 13, 2020 and today, August 14, 2020, must demonstrate 6 months of experience in the designated occupation, and finally, applicants must have a Quebec selection certificate if they are applying for eligibility in Quebec. Canada is above all else a nation where we all look out for one another, a place where people seek to recognize those who put others first, even if that invites personal risk, even if no one asked to help them out, even if they did so simply because they felt it was the right thing to do. It is an exceptional measure for exceptional times in recognition of exceptional service. We deeply appreciate the contributions newcomers have made to Canada in recent months, and as the Minister of Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, I recognize how valuable all immigrants are to enhancing the fabric of our diverse and inclusive Canada. This is an important announcement, and it's an historic announcement. And for every person that is going to be accepted under it, it will be a life-changing moment, not only for them, but for their spouses and for their children. And we shouldn't diminish that. And we know that with my colleague, Mr. de Bourg, and my parliamentary secretary, and Minister Miller, that this is something that is going to be, I think, that will resonate with the community, because there are those who did contribute, who did put themselves in harm's way, notwithstanding the fact that they are among the most vulnerable. As I mentioned in my remarks, the asylum seekers who come to Canada had to overcome great adversity just to get here. And once here, looking around at their community and asking themselves, how can I give back? You know, they may not have had that piece of paper in their hand that said that they had permanent residence status or are a Canadian citizen, but they demonstrated a uniquely Canadian quality, which is that they were prepared to give back at a time when we needed them the most. And that's the point of this program. This is a significant and historic announcement, and every person who is going to be accepted under it will, I think, remember this day for quite some time to come. Merci.